Good morning, class. In our previous lecture, we have started with chapter number 5, Inside the Atom. Today also we are going to continue with the same topic with subtopic distribution of electron. As we have studied about the proton, neutron, these are the subatomic particles of the element. So now the next part is of electron. We can see by the figure which is on your screen. Here the electron is negatively charged subatomic particle and it is denoted by the symbol small e, and the minus sign is showing it has a negative charge. Each electron carries 1 unit of negative charge. So it will be shown by -1 electron. Mass of an electron is 1800 times less than that of hydrogen atom. It means एका इलेक्ट्रॉनचं वस्तुमान हे जवळपास एका हायड्रोजनच्या अणूच्या 1800 पटीने कमी असतं. सो देअरफॉर द मास ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रॉन कॅन बी ट्रीटेड ॲज निग्लिजिबल. म्हणूनच इलेक्ट्रॉनचं वस्तुमान हे अत्यंत नगण्य असं गणलं जातं. As we know that electrons in the extranuclear part revolve in the discrete orbits around the nucleus. म्हणजेच केंद्रकाभोवती फिरणारे जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत ते एका विशिष्ट कक्षेमध्ये फिरत असतात. डायमेन्शनल इन नेचर, अ टर्म शेल इज यूज इन्स्टेड ऑफ द टर्म ऑर्बिट. इथे शेल म्हणजे कवच, कक्षेच्या संदर्भासाठी इथे पर्यायी शब्द कवच असं वापरला जातो, ज्याला आपण मराठीत कवच म्हणतो, बट द टर्मिनॉलॉजी इन इंग्लिश इज शेल इन्स्टेड ऑफ ऑर्बिट. सो द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रिव्हॉल्व इन द पर्टिक्युलर शेल. सो विच आर द शेल्स that we are going to learn. The energy of an electron is determined by the shell in which it is present. एखाद्या इलेक्ट्रॉनची ऊर्जा ही तो ज्या कक्षेमध्ये उपस्थित आहे किंवा तो ज्या कक्षेमध्ये फिरतोय त्या कक्षेच्या क्रमांकावरून आपण ठरवू शकतो. There are different shells, that is K, L, M, N. These are the initials which we have put it for the showing the number of those particular shell. The number of electrons in the extranuclear part is equal to the number of proton in the nucleus. एखाद्या अणूच्या केंद्रकातील प्रोटॉनची संख्या ही एक्स्ट्रान्यूक्लियर पार्टमधील इलेक्ट्रॉनच्या संख्येएवढीच असते. Therefore, electrical charges are balanced and the atom is electrically neutral. म्हणूनच अणू जो आहे तो विद्युतदृष्ट्या उदासीन असतो, कारण याच्यामुळेच आपण हे सिद्ध करू शकलो. Now we can see the figure, or we can say the diagram of carbon atom here. We know that it has 6 atomic number. Carbon has atomic number 6. Therefore 2 electrons in the first shell and the remaining 4 electrons in the second shell. The maximum capacity of the first shell is of 2 electrons. Therefore, in the first shell there are only 2 electrons. So the remaining 4 are in the second shell. Here the green shaded circles with the minus charge are showing electron. Also the red colored are the neutron. They do not have any charge, that's why they are blank red colored. And the blue colored circles with the plus sign showing a positively charged proton. So here is a description of this electron, proton and the neutron, how to show. And the extranuclear part between the two shells is showing the extranuclear part, and the black circles are to be called as electron shell. The first shell is known as shell K, second shell L, third shell M, fourth shell N. In this way we can give the numbers, or we can say the letters to the shell. Now use your brain power and tell me How many types of subatomic particles are found in an atom? The answer is very easy because this part I have taught you earlier. Okay, so how many subatomic particles are there? Think and give me an answer. There are three types of subatomic particles which are found in an atom, that is proton, electron and neutron. This type of question can be asked for 1 marks question. Write in one sentence. Which subatomic particles are electrically neutral? Answer is protons and electrons are electrically charged because proton have positive charge and electron have minus charge. So which are the electrically neutral? Which subatomic particles are present in the nucleus? Protons and neutrons because electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus. Where are electrons revolving around the nucleus placed? Answer is electrons are revolving around the nucleus in specific orbits. They revolve around the nucleus in specific orbit. Based on this, we are going to learn the mass of an electron being negligible. Therefore, the mass of an atom is mainly due to protons and neutrons in the nucleus. Therefore, the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom is the atomic number of that element, and the mass number is denoted by the symbol A. एखाद्या मूलद्रव्याचा अणुअंक म्हणजे त्यामधील एकूण प्रोटॉन आणि न्यूट्रॉनची संख्या होय. हे आपण A या चिन्हाने दर्शवतो. Write both the definitions and information neatly in your notebook. Now the next part is the convention to denote atomic symbol. Atomic number and the mass number together is shown as follows. As here I am showing you the symbol capital A at the top and at the base where is Z. So what do you mean by A and Z? For example, the conventional symbol 12C6. It means that the atomic number, that is the proton of carbon, is 6. Number of proton of carbon is 6, which are showing at the base, and at the top is showing the mass number of carbon. Mass number of carbon म्हणजेच त्या कार्बनचा अणुवस्तुमानांक आहे 12, जो आपण A या चिन्हाने दर्शवतो, A अक्षराने दर्शवतो. अणुवस्तुमानांक आहे 12 आणि अणुअंक आहे 6, म्हणजे त्यामधील प्रोटॉनची संख्या, जो आपण Z या सिम्बॉलने दर्शवतो. Okay, got it? Now from this it is also learned that the nucleus of the carbon contains 6 neutron. How will you find out the number of neutron? By subtracting proton from the mass number. So it is 12 minus 6 is equal to 6 neutrons. Same logic we are going to apply for solving the examples which are based on atomic number and atomic mass number, also to find number of proton and also to find number of neutron. So this is the convention for writing atomic symbol with atomic number and mass number. Now we are going to learn about how this to be work. Distribution of electron. As per Bohr's atomic model, electrons revolves in stable shell. म्हणजेच इलेक्ट्रॉन हे एका स्थिर कक्षेमध्ये स्थिरावलेले असतात. These shells have the definite energy. प्रत्येक कक्षेला स्वतःची अशी विशिष्ट ऊर्जा असते. The shell nearest to the nucleus is called the first shell. केंद्रकाच्या जवळची लगतची पहिली कक्षा जी असते तिला आपण पहिली कक्षा असं म्हणतो. द नेक्स्ट शेल इज कॉल्ड ॲज सेकंड शेल, म्हणजे दुसऱ्या क्रमांकाची कक्षा ही त्या केंद्रकापासून दुसऱ्या स्थानावर असते. अ सिम्बॉल एन इज यूज फॉर द ऑर्डिनरी नंबर ऑफ अ शेल, म्हणजेच त्या कवचाचा किंवा त्या कक्षेचा क्रमांक आपण एनने दर्शवतो. द शेल्स आर रिफर्ड टू बाय द सिम्बॉल कॅपिटल के एल एम एन इन दिस वे, म्हणजे आपण पहिल्या कक्षेला के, दुसऱ्याला एल, तिसऱ्याला एम, चौथ्याला एन, पाचव्याला ओ अशा प्रकारे. सो द करस्पॉन्डिंग टू द ओरिजिनल ऑर्डिनल नंबर एन इज इक्वल टू 1 मीन्स के, एन इज इक्वल टू 2 मीन्स एल, एन इज इक्वल टू एम म्हणजे तिसरी कक्षा, सॉरी एन इज इक्वल टू 4 म्हणजे चौथी कक्षा. द मॅक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन अ शेल कॅन कंटेन is obtained by the formula 2n square. As the magnitude of n increases, the energy of an electron in that shell also increases. So we are going to solve this by using the same formula of 2n square. As the magnitude of n increases, the energy also increases. That we are going to learn by completing this table. Here in this table, the shell number with the symbol and the electron capacity of the shell with the formula and number of electron we are going to find out. Here the symbol K is showing the first shell, therefore small n is equal to 1. Now if we are putting the value of n in the formula of 2n square, by putting value n is equal to 1, 1 square is equal to 1. So 1 into 2 you will find out 2. Therefore the number of electron in the first shell K is 2. Similarly we are going to find out the capacity of each shell by using the same formula. This number is showing the maximum number of electron. As we are thinking about L, it has a number 2. So by putting in the formula 2 into 2 square, 2 square is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. So the maximum capacity of L shell is 8. For shell M, it is third number. So by putting n is equal to 3, here 2 into 3 square. 3 square is 9. 9 into 2 is equal to 18. Now here I am showing you by putting the values with the calculation. See, for the L shell, 4 into 2 is equal to 8. For the third shell, now we are going to do the calculation for the third shell. Rewrite all these things very neatly in your notebook. Also, to understand, if you are not getting my points or any doubts, you can call me or message me. See here, now n is equal to 3, so 2 into 3 square. By first we will take the square of 3, it is 9, so 9 into 2 is equal to 18. Number of electrons are 18 here. For the fourth shell, 2 into 4 square. 4 square is 16. So 16 into 2 is 32. By mistakenly, it is 36 written there, but please note down the answer is 32 for the number of electrons in the n shell are the 32. Now it is the maximum capacity of the electron which belongs to the special symbolic shell, that is KLMN. You can extend it by taking the next symbol also. So please rewrite all this point in your notebook and make a PDF and send it to me on my personal WhatsApp account. For any doubts, you can call me or message me. Thank you.